What is up, guys? Welcome to GamersRaid. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do the bike out course. So I will say before we begin, otherwise I'm going to get a lot of hate in the comments. This is not going to be the most legit way of doing this course because I'm going to use spawn points. I found a way that actually works really well to complete this course in a reasonable time. I think my best time was 6 minutes 50 seconds if I remember correctly. So using spawn points really helps. If you want to complete it in the legit way without using your own spawn points or anything like that, then this is not going to be the video for you. But anyway, let's get straight into it. Okay, obstacle number 1 is this turning thing, and this guy is probably going to keep honking at me when he comes past every time, but that's fine. So I will say before I do this, when I jump, I find the best way to do it is obviously you jump with your right thumbstick, but I do find leaning back with your left thumbstick on your controller as you jump and then leaning forward, you actually get a bit more height. So that's what I'm going to do here. So this one you just want to time right and go straight through, lean back, and straight over you go. Right. On to number 2, but what you want to do here before you start is place your waypoint. So if you don't get it, you can start here every time. So that is going to be your L2 button with your left thumbstick clicked, and that'll place a waypoint. Your configuration might be different. Just check your key bindings in the settings. Alright, this jump over here is a bit of a tricky one. I see a lot of people struggle on this one. So what you want to do here, the trick on this one is jump really early at the bottom of the ramp. If you're going to try and jump at the top of the ramp, it's not going to work. You're not going to get across. It feels a bit weird jumping at the bottom, but it does work. And then obviously you just have to time the ball right. But then if you land on the other side, you have to be ready for that spiral thing that you can see on the other side there. So obviously, if the lower one is coming at you, just jump over it. If the top one's coming at you, use your right thumbstick, pull that back as if you're getting ready for a jump, and you'll actually go straight underneath it. So that is a trick with that one. Let's give it a go. Here we go. Jump early, and there you go. Straight across, jump that beam, and across we go. Easy as that. Right, you're coming up to the spawn point. I just place my marker here, and let's get into the next one. So this one over here, we're going to tackle this ball over here first. So what you want to do is use your left thumbstick to sort of transition your weight when you jump. So we want to make a small jump with a little bit of speed onto the ball and immediately jump again to get across. So let's give it a go. There we go. Not the cleanest jump in the world, but you can use your left thumbstick to balance it out a little bit. But that's the gist of it. You just have to be fairly quick on what you do over there. Right, place your marker again so you have a good starting point if you mess this one up. You don't have to do the previous one again. Alright, so the trick with this ball here I find is as soon as it hits the top of its curve basically is to speed up and then make the jump. Then when you've got a bit of practice in, you can do these 4 blocks ahead of you fairly quickly. We'll do it slowly just to show you the easiest way of doing it. Right, here we go. Top of the curve. Jump and straight across. Right, so here we are. Now we're going to take it slow. Use your left stick to transfer your weight. You can see I'm doing that, moving forward and backwards. When you jump, lean back. As soon as you're in the air, lean forward, and that'll get you a bit more height. So we'll jump these ones, hit the brakes. Jump that one, hit the brakes, jump this one, hit the brakes, and jump the last little one. And boom, you are done. Alright, so when you get to this point, make sure to put your marker down. So if you get knocked down here, you don't have to do the previous obstacle again. Before we move on though, if you're finding this helpful so far, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And maybe check out my other content as well. You might just enjoy it. With that out of the way though, let's carry on. Okay, so with this one here, I'm going to be honest, there's no real trick or anything with it. You just kind of have to try and read what's going on and go for it. If you get knocked down, it's not the end of the world. You do have a marker, so just keep going. And when you can build up a little speed, use it to your advantage, and through you go. Right, so over here, you want to make a nice tight corner, get yourself lined up. Place your waypoint and hit the reset button so you can actually see the next obstacle. This obstacle over here is a very difficult one. It took me a long time to figure out a technique to make this work, and it takes a few tries, so make sure you get that marker down. So first thing you want to do is get lined up very well, and then what we're going to do then is as soon as the bottom pole basically lifts up, when it's sort of level with the ground, close to the ground, then you want to build up a bit of speed, lean back, jump, and immediately lean forward to try and shoot yourself over it. As soon as you get through to the other side, you want to hit the brakes because there is a gap in the middle of the two, and place your marker again, getting ready for the second one. So let's give it a go. Okay, let's see if we can time this correctly. You want the pole to basically just miss the top of your head as you're going at it. And go. Hit the brakes, place your marker, and get yourself positioned for the next one. Let's give this a go. Across the other side, hit the brakes and place your marker. Beautiful. Right, on this obstacle over here, the trick is again going to be to jump early on the second jump. The first one doesn't matter too much. You don't actually want to get too much distance, otherwise you'll lose speed for the second one. But on the second jump, definitely make sure to jump early. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to jump at all on the first one, so we can build up some speed for the second jump. There we go. Jump early, and through you go. Beautiful. So we'll ride up the hill here and place our marker at the top. So this one over here is fairly simple. So what you want to do is get yourself on top of this thing, ride across, no hurry. And as soon as you get to the other side, just drop your wheels down and stay over here. So from here, you want to place your marker down again. And if you look at the first rotating blade or poles, you want to keep your eye on the bottom one. As soon as that gets there, so sort of parallel with where you're standing at, you want to build up your speed and make sure to lean back. Through this whole section, you want to lean back with your right stick. So basically getting ready to jump. And as soon as you make the jump, you want to lean back again so you don't get hit by the top bars. Okay, and go. Lean back under that one, jump across that one, lean back, jump across this one, and hit the brakes. Beautiful. Alright, so I've got my marker down. What you want to do here is get yourself lined up and hop onto this pole over here and place your marker down again. So what you want to do from here is keep your eye on that bar, and as soon as it reaches the other end, you want to wait about 1 or 2 seconds, then go full speed and jump. So let's have this thing come back. We'll let it go forward and go. Jump straight across it, jump and hit the brakes. Beautiful. Place down your marker and on to the next one. Alrighty, so on to this one here. This one is fairly simple. The only trick here again is to jump very early on the ramp and hit the brakes as soon as you land on the other side. So let's give it a go. Jump early, right across, and hit the brakes. Beautiful. Right, we'll get ourselves lined up over here and place a marker down. Okay, from here it's fairly simple. Just a small jump and onto this platform, straight across to the other side, jump and hit the brakes. Place your waypoint down, and this is where it gets fairly interesting and you have to move very, very quickly. From here, you want to jump these first 3 and hit the brakes. So place your waypoint down here and jump the next one, hit the brakes and jump the next one again. Staying on the corner. That's very, very important to stay on the corner here. Right, so at this point, this is where we're going to use the waypoint to kind of cheat a little bit to get this done. I haven't actually seen anyone get this done. I'm sure there's people out there that can get it done without using the waypoints, but I'm showing you the easiest way, not the correct way. So make sure to place your waypoint down here and let me show you what we're going to do. Right, so from here, you want to keep your eye on the lower beam, and as soon as that comes past you, you want to try and jump the first 2 blocks. And as soon as you land on the second block, whether you've stopped or not, hit your marker immediately. Let's give it a go. And go. Jump, jump, and marker. Beautiful. So you're going to crash down, but that's where you need to be. Right, so I'm still down in the water because I need to do this very quickly. What I'm going to do is respawn and I'm going to crash again. But as soon as I respawn, I'm going to move forward and jump to the next block and place another marker. So let's do it. It might take a few tries. Nope, not on that one, not on that one, not on that one. This might be it. And nope, not yet. Place a marker. Beautiful. Right, so we've got our second marker. And now we're going to do the same exact thing to get onto the final block. So let's try this. Jump. And, oh, we actually stopped there, which is beautiful. But I need to try and rotate this a little bit to get myself a bit more room. So this final jump on this section of the course, at least, you really have to use your left thumbstick to move your weight from the rear when you're jumping forward so you can actually shoot the gap. So let's try that. Boom, straight across, and there we go. So lean back, jump, lean forward immediately, and then you'll get that cross. So here you want to line yourself up very squarely for that circle, place your marker, and we'll move on to these 3 balls over here. Okay, so when we get to this part of the course, and you can see there's a guy struggling with this, we want to do 1 ball at a time. That's the easiest way of doing it, but you have to be very, very square on this. So what you want to do is build up a bit of speed, jump, and stop right at the top, and then place a marker down. So let's give it a go. So up to there, and stop, place your marker down. Beautiful. Let's try the second one. Right, so from here you always want to hold your brake. And then lean back, pull both of your thumbsticks backwards, hold your one finger on the brake and the other finger on the throttle, and as soon as you, or on, yeah, I suppose the accelerator, and as soon as you let go of the brake, then just jump and hop onto the second one, get onto the top, stop, and then place your marker down again for the last one. Let's give it a go. Up onto the second one, hit the brakes and place your marker. Right, we're going to do the exact same thing with the third one. Lean back, jump, stop, jump, and across you go. So with the last one, I find don't stop, just jump the next one, because if you miss it, you anyway got a marker on the second one, so you'll be fine. Right, so we're going to move on to the next one here, and we're getting to the further end of the course, so that is all good. Okay, so this one takes a bit of practice, but what you want to do here to get yourself in position is to go right up to this little block, lean back and get your front wheel up. So I've got this marker in my way, so I'm just going to place a marker there. You'll see that lower beam will actually hit you a little bit and move you backwards, but this is actually a good place to put your marker down. So what you want to do from here is keep your eye on that lower marker, and as soon as it goes past, you want to basically go full speed and pull your right thumbstick backwards so that the top bars don't actually hit you. And when you get past the first one, keep full throttle. When you get to the second one on the right hand side, let go of the throttle and cruise. Otherwise, the last one on the left hand side will actually hit you. So let's give this one a go. And go full throttle, lean back so you don't get hit, off the throttle and cruise straight past. Beautiful. So you want to come up to here, line yourself up correctly for that beam over there and place down your marker. Right, so over here you don't want to move too far forward because you need a bit of speed to get over onto that beam, and basically here it's a bit of luck and maybe a bit of timing, but it's really hard to judge the speed of that ball, and it does also affect where you're actually standing on the platform, because obviously it's going to take longer or shorter to actually get to the platform. So yeah, just try and read the situation and go full speed, jump and get onto that beam. And here we go. Time that beautifully, stay straight and just jump over again. Stop on the little peak here, right on the edge, and place down your marker once again. Okay, so from here, it's basically just luck. I don't think there's any way of really timing this. There might be, but I haven't spent enough time over here to actually figure it out. But the only trick I know here is, again, jump early. That is a big jump. You have to go really far to cross this, so jump early on the ramp. I know it feels weird, but it does work. So let's give it a go. And across we go. Boom, beautiful. And that's it. So that actually took me 57 minutes and 42 seconds to make this entire video on that course. So I hope you found this helpful and it gets you through the course with a little bit less frustration. Obviously, it did take, as you can see, a long time. So if you enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button, or if you found it helpful, make sure to hit the like button. Also, make sure to check out my other content and maybe subscribe. That'll be fantastic. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.